Unlike other organizations and associations that simply offered conventions and business development opportunities, NPCA offered much more.
The friends that we've made over the years, the networking, the contacts, it's fantastic.
We all were friends. We'd go to the meetings together, and we developed a real friendship within the industry.
I've been fortunate enough to be invited to weddings of people that I met in NPCA, stayed at their homes when I was traveling.
What I did get at the first show was absolutely such a warm response, and people wanted to help, and people were so encouraging on what we had went through and wanted to be there as resources and mentors.
It's nice to be able to call a friend of mine who's also an owner or president of a company and just ask him questions about business or personnel.
There's no other place you can come to learn from people, your competitors, your colleagues, people who have twice the experience that you have. They're always willing to share.
We share design, we share thoughts, we share forming techniques, we share problems, and it's been a good relationship. My kids are friends with their kids, and wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Business trips turned into family vacations, which then turned into lifelong connections.
At our first meeting in Buffalo, some of the people I met there was Roland and Linda Lindsay. And we seemed to adapt together right away because we both had family businesses with children interested in the business. And that relationship has lasted all these years.
It was the old timers. They all got on a bus and drove up the Yellowstone. You know, my mom still remembers all that stuff.
As both the businesses that made up the NPCA and the relationships grew, so did the sharing of information and the frequency of visits to each other's plants.
If you're a member of the Precast Association, you're normally welcome to any plant that you come across.
We used to drive to Florida in early May every year. We'd pull off, and Dad would say, "Now I'm going to run in here for just a minute. You all just sit right here. I'll be right back."
Plant tours are a wonderful opportunity to see other people's businesses, to take value back.
Julius and I had talked about having our own plant tour. And so one year I called him up and I said, "Hey, you know, I got a new Cadillac." And I said, "Let's go on a plant tour, you know." And we would go in and I'd introduce Joe and tell him who I was. Nobody had heard of me hardly, but boy, they heard of Joe. You know? We went, I don't know, we went to 20-some plants. Yeah, we learned a lot.
We have had great times, like I say, many times in our tours, plant tours, both in this country and Europe. It's been tremendous.
Thanks in part to these relationships, NPCA and the precast concrete industry have seen important and significant changes over the past 50 years.
The changes that have occurred over the number of years have been dramatic, to say the least.
It has grown because there was a need for it. We needed a voice that could speak as a unified voice for the industry in general.
I've learned things from businesses much larger than mine and much smaller than mine. And it's kind of nice to know that when you have a problem, you can pick up a phone and I can call somebody in Canada or California, Colorado, wherever. It's just a great network of people and friends.
I think the people's the most important part.